The Nissan Maxima has been around as long as I have, and I gotta say, we're both still looking pretty fine. For 2019, the Maxima gets hotter, plus it gets new technology and updated safety features. We last tested the Maxima in 2016 when it was fully redesigned. But now there's an all-new Nissan Altima that's basically the same size as this car, plus an all-new, very competitive Toyota Avalon. So is the Maxima still relevant now? I'm Clifford T of CarGurus, and I'll speak for the both of us. Yes. Now in its 8th generation, the Maxima is what industry people call near luxury. The badge suggests a bargain price, but the style, performance, and the actual price are a few cuts above more generic Nissans like the Altima and Rogue. The Maxima's design is radical. There's a lot going on here, especially from the front with all these V-shaped creases and concave surfaces. The polished black windshield pillars, mirrors, and C-pillars create an illusion that the roof is floating above the body. This is a long car, and the sheet metal shows off that length with dramatic effect. From the hood to the trunk, it's like a big wave. Here's how you can spot the 2019 model year. The LED headlights ditch the projector beams for an elaborate array of reflectors. The grille is a little edgier. Out back, the Maxima receives quad tailpipes, a revised bumper, and fresher LED taillights. The sportier SR trim adds a deck lid spoiler and some bigger wheels, but otherwise, all Maximas look sharp. Nothing's changed inside, at least nothing we can show you on our test car. The Platinum Reserve trim has this dark orange leather that's softer, and it comes with diamond stitching and micro suede in the headliner. We're driving the SV, which is the second of 6 trim levels. So that means we don't have a sunroof, paddle shifters, or comforts like a heated steering wheel. But the quality is consistent regardless of how much you spend. You'll see padded surfaces on the doors, dash, and center console, which is canted toward the driver. You'll get contrast stitching, very comfy seats, and buttons and switches that press and click with a fine touch. You'll also get one central screen, unlike the 2 competing displays you'll find in an Infiniti. Now in its 4th year of its current generation, the Maxima is a lot older than many of the latest Infiniti models, and yet the interior is better than all of them, and for less money. That said, these thick pillars and small rear windows hurt visibility. The trunk isn't that big either, at just 14.3 cubic feet. Many sedans this size offer more. But for 4 adults front and rear, you'll have plenty of space. Instead of downsizing and using turbos, the Maxima relies on an old favorite, a naturally aspirated V6. This 3.5-liter engine produces 300 horsepower and 261 pound-feet of torque, sent to the front wheels by a continuously variable transmission. There's really no substitute for a good V6, and Nissan knows how to build one. It growls under acceleration. Unlike many CVT automatics, this one doesn't leave the engine running at unreasonably high revs when you're deep into the throttle. It's smooth and plenty quick. Now, powerful front-wheel drive cars tend to jerk the steering wheel under heavy acceleration. That's called torque steer, and the Maxima manages that pretty well. This car can go in a straight line just fine, but it's on the verge of having too much power. I don't really like the steering itself. It feels a bit disconnected from the road, and the inputs are a little too loose for sporty driving. Switching to sport mode adds more weight, but it doesn't add more feel. The brakes are adequate, but like the steering, it feels a little squishy. It's not what I'm looking for in a sports sedan. But where the Maxima excels is ride quality, and the road noise is minimal. Now, Nissan still calls the Maxima a 4-door sports car, and the suspension does back up that claim. It's planted and very capable. The Maxima SR offers firmer springs, thicker anti-roll bars, and electronics that brake individual wheels for improved cornering. But you can't get all-wheel drive like you can on the Altima, and that would really extract the full potential of that big V6. Without better steering and brakes, the Maxima isn't as focused on the driver as it should be. You'll still have fun and won't burn a ton of gas. The EPA rates the Maxima at 20 miles per gallon city and 30 highway. I'm averaging 24. Nissan's 8-inch touchscreen is a standout. The map in particular has been updated for 2019. The worst I can say is that it's slow to zoom and pan when I use my fingers. You can customize what shows up on the home screen and easily look up weather, traffic, and other Sirius XM data. Switching audio sources, adjusting settings, it's all quick, simple, and easy to control while driving. And there's choice. If you want, you can use the central dial to move the map or switch between menus, or use the shortcut buttons along the sides of the screen. And what do you know? The screen is integrated into the dash instead of plopped on top like a fake tablet. Heated seats and climate controls use actual switches instead of hard-to-find icons within the display. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and you can add a Wi-Fi hotspot as a dealer-installed option. The instrument panel screen is also good. It'll duplicate many features from the main screen and can show multiple functions at once, like the current radio station and the next turn. Want to see the transmission oil temperature? You can. More standard safety features come on the 2019 Maxima, including a driver attention monitor and forward emergency braking. But unfortunately, Nissan's ProPilot Assist is not available. So, aside from adaptive cruise control, there are no semi-automated driving functions on this car. The 2019 Maxima starts at $33,950 and tops out at just under $43,000. Our SV with heated leather seats, nav, and floor mats was $37,215 with destination. Even though it's not the newest Nissan, the Maxima is well priced against other big sedans like the Toyota Avalon and Chevy Impala. But price overlap is a problem for near luxury sedans like the 2019 Maxima. It's not much bigger or better appointed than, say, a loaded and competitively priced Toyota Camry V6. And the new Altima just got really good and sells for less. So what's good with the 2019 Nissan Maxima? Everything that was still is. It's a head turner with a premium interior, easy to use technology, and a powerful engine. But now that there's newer sedans out there that are similar in size and lower in price, the Maxima could use some more performance to justify that four-door sports car image it's trying to portray. What do you think? You guys have driven these cars. Do you agree? Disagree? Let us know. For more details, check out my full review at CarGurus.com and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.